Good morning, everybody. Saturday morning, and you know what I got to tell you? This is a great weekend overall. Overall, it really does look very good for us. The air is comfortable. That's going to stay with us all through the weekend. The other part of this is there's a couple isolated showers. I say it's no big deal for most, and the only reason I say that is because if you've got outdoor plans and the shower's on your head, it's a big deal for you. Of course, I get that. So we're going to take a look at that in just a moment here. Humidity does creep back to the south coast, particularly tomorrow. We get sea breezes, particularly again tomorrow. There'll be more sea breezes that'll be pronounced. Today, you've got these kind of fibrous clouds sliding overhead. They are the high altitude clouds that'll be with you. Now, you're going to see the modeling put out a little sprinkle or light shower between noon and 3 across far southern New England. Not impossible, but I also think not likely. The more likely scenarios that we'll wait for the heart of the jet stream disturbance aloft to come in, which will bring some showers out of the Catskills into western parts of New England as we head to the late day and early evening. And this is why I say not a big deal for most of New England, but notice that there may be a couple downpours mixed in Connecticut by 6 p.m. and along the Mass Turnpike corridor of western Mass. Even between 6 and 9, a lot of that's on a dying trend as it tries to move east, but during the overnight, a couple of them will slide east as some isolated showers, something to be aware of anyway for the very late evening and overnight period. The other thing to be aware of is a cold front again coming into northern New England. We just got done with one that came through us at the end of the week, and that's why we have this comfortable air. That's a reinforcing shot. So there's going to be a little overnight shower in the North Country tonight, and the thing about it is tomorrow, that front kind of gets hung up. It falls apart. It's a blend of sun and clouds, but look at this. There may be just an isolated shower that can pop along that front. I just wouldn't want you to be surprised between central New Hampshire and northern Mass if something isolated pops tomorrow afternoon with that. Highs today into the 80s, doing well. Again, a blend of sun and clouds. We'll watch in particularly western parts of southern New England for a late day or evening shower to creep across the New York state line. And then we all have that isolated chance in southern New England and in the North Country. Here comes that reinforcing cold front, which actually tomorrow makes it so we don't get out of the 70s across the North Country in New England. At someplace like Lake Memphremagog in northern Vermont, the water temperature may be equal to or warmer than the air temperature for tomorrow. Probably not the case in the lakes region. You're still able to get up into the mid 80s. The water temps are about 80, 82 on the lakes. And then southern New England is warmer tomorrow with, again, those sea breezes. Tomorrow night, you can see the result of that cooler air in the North Country. Some lows may go down to the 40s. Most of us just have a really comfortable night. The humidity does build tomorrow at the south coast, the Cape, and the islands. You get a dew point back near 70 by the end of the day. And on Monday, you'll still be into that. Most of us, even on Monday, aren't back into, sweltering humidity, but it is going to increase. That humidity will by the time we get to Tuesday. And along with that comes an increased chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Same deal at Wednesday as we start to get a cold front to come by. That should deliver a more comfortable shot of air toward the end of the week and next weekend. But notice the heat just kind of continues unabated. It looks like probably the humidity builds again as we get toward the middle and end of the following week there in the 14-day forecast. Speaking of the 14-day, if you want your own for your neighborhood, no problem. Get our app, right? App Store for Apple or Google Play. Just search Noises 1 degree outside weather. Speaking of, this has been 1 degree outside weather for you, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you as always for checking in.